What is up? What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy that you are here. And I want to officially welcome you to the Legacy Couch. The Legacy Couch is a podcast venture that I'm launching. Why am I launching a podcast? Well, pretty much because I want to. It's my channel and I can do whatever I want. No, in all seriousness, I'm on the pursuit of success right now. So I'm really interested in how people find success, the trials and tribulations that they have, and things like that. So we're going to talk about the podcast a little bit today. But first, we got to roll that intro. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome into the official podcast studio. As you can see, this is the Legacy Couch. Still have a couple things to work out. I think I want to throw a logo right there. I think I want to hit a little logo kind of right in here, but I haven't gotten the logo done. So there's that. Still working on the logo, have to get it sorted out. But as you can see, we're sitting on the Legacy Couch. A guest would be right there, obviously. So I'm super excited to welcome a lot of the guests that we kind of have in the works. And I talked about in the beginning, like I'm on this path of success, right? Not for me necessarily, but I'm kind of fascinated by how people are finding success in their life. And so what I want to do is I want to talk to these people. I want to see kind of what goals and aspirations they had, how they got to where they are, and kind of their story of finding their legacy and finding their success. And so that's kind of why we're launching into this venture, is just sit down and talk to some really interesting people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, different stories, things like that. And so I'm super excited to bring y'all the Legacy Couch, bring you to the Legacy Couch. Now, you may ask, like, how do I see it? Well, obviously, it's going to be posted to YouTube. We're going to do, for now, one camera setup just like this. And so we'll sit here and we'll talk for, who knows, 30 minutes, an hour and a half. But we're also going to bring it to all the major podcasting entities. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, chances are Legacy Couch will be there. And I'm super excited to do this. Will it be successful? I have no idea. I had no idea if YouTube was going to be successful when we launched into YouTube. And we're here. We're monetized. We have 1,000 subscribers. So, what is success? And that's kind of the question that we want to get into on the Legacy Couch, is like, what actually is success? What is enough? How do you figure out if you're successful? So, it's a whole lineup coming up. It's a whole bunch of different people, like I said, different walks of life, and we're going to try to answer that question. So, what is success, and how do you know when you've gotten there, right? When is enough enough? And so, who knows what the answer is going to be, and what we find out, it may be different from every other person. And so, we're going to start off with a couple guests, but I'm super excited to bring it to you. Now, you may say, okay, when is this thing launching? Well, I can't give you an actual date yet, because I want to have enough in the queue, right? Enough episodes ready to go to where, if, maybe 1 week we kind of get into a bind, and we can't necessarily film or record an episode. I want to have an episode ready for you, because I don't want to miss a week. I want it to be a consistent deal. And so we're going to try to work it out to where we've got at least 4 episodes in the queue. And we've already started filming. So we've already started recording, and so it's going to be super easy to kind of roll those out as we kind of get into it. But like I said, sit down for 30 minutes to an hour and a half, however long people are willing to give us of their time, because, time is valuable and time is important. So whatever, ratio of time that we can get from these people is kind of what we're going to take. And so I'm super excited, but I want to hear from you. What kind of stories are you looking for? Like, what walk of life or profession or experiences do you want to see or hear? And so it's going to be super important. I've got a list of people that I think are really fun and would be really good guests, but I don't know if that translates into something that y'all want to see. So I want to hear from you. Put a comment down in the comment box and tell me kind of what type of people you're looking for, to see who's successful and how they're building their legacy in this crazy time of 2021. Regardless, we are super excited to bring it to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think Jess is going to sit on a podcast and she's going to tell us about how she's successful and what she does to find success. And I'm super excited for her to share her story with you. People ask me, like I've talked to some people about this, like, are you going to sit in on a podcast? Well, no, I'm not going to do a solo podcast because I don't really know what to talk about. So, I mean, maybe you'll find more about me as we kind of get through this thing, as we kind of go through it. But for the most part, I'm just gonna kind of host it and ask some questions and let people talk. And so, super excited. Leave that comment down in the comment box. Like the video if you're excited for the podcast. If you will tune in and subscribe to the podcast when it gets out, and I will keep y'all up to date on the release day. I can't wait to bring it to y'all. We'll see you in the next one.